We're live for FOMC. Yeah, shut that door. It's loud. I can hear it really. I can't hear that.
Sorry.
I couldn't hear that. It's fine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, cut that up. It's fine.
It's good.
So it's been a while since we've done a live stream. It feels good to get back into it. I actually think I solved our mic issues. We've always had mic issues. I had a sample rate mismatch, and that is why it was, it would make the voice sound really low, or at one point it was sounding really high. So I figured it out. Now we're good, and we're ready to trade some FOMC. I guess what's on my chart right now was all my annotations from the AM session. We took a short right there. It was a break even. It took the internal sell side liquidity and then traded back up to the break even price. It's funny because I made a tweet saying I might not go to break even again, because every time I go to break even, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3 times it taps that break even pretty much to the break even price, and then it goes lower where I would be partially or taking off a considerable amount. Gonna remove that to clear up the chart here for the FOMC. So they did cut rates a little bit. I think it was 4.25 last time, and then now it was 4, so they cut them by 25. They call them basis points. Now, for me, I do honestly want to be in shorts. That is my thesis. Bearish bias, right? That's how I'm looking at it. Now, FOMC has 2 releases, right? If I pull up Forex Factory. Oops. Okay. There. So, oops. Right? 2 FOMC statement comes out, but there's a press conference that is held at 2:30, right? So usually we wait for both news drivers to come out. Or is there a press conference from the statement? Or no, it's just the statement, I guess. And then the press conference is at 2:30. Sorry. So usually we wait till the second news driver, and we treat almost every FOMC the same in the sense that we look for a move higher off of FOMC, then a move in the opposing direction, and then the true move, right? We generally look for that. So I guess what you'd say here is, right, we open, we wick higher, we get this move, then in between the news drivers, we would, I guess, look for something maybe along those lines, kind of consolidate. I think we have this S&T here at these lows, so maybe we go back higher, take the highs. This isn't that volatile, so maybe it picks it up in between the 2 drivers, and then from taking the high up here, we sell off with the third release, which would be the true move.
I'm looking at YM. We have S&T at the highs with the 10 a.m. and the 6 a.m. 4-hour candles. But YM did deliver off of a 4-hour fair value gap overnight and expanded higher. But the formation of the 4-hour fair value gap that we have formed this morning was actually not ideal if you're looking to see higher, because the third candle that formed it was a 200-point down candle. But we are still in a 4-hour gap nonetheless.
You're talking about YM, right?
Yeah. Like YM on the 4-hour, wouldn't say looks bearish right now. Trading into that 4-hour gap. We do have S&T at Asia's low with London's low. We have Asia low, London low, S&T. But that S&T failed to deliver on NQ higher. Just delivered to the internal high, which we swept and then reversed off of. So kind of like 50-50 right now. Ideally, we get lower, though. I'd like to see, if we go to the weekly, or I guess daily, we go to the daily, and we mark out the range from
Previous
the 22nd.
weekly low.
Mark out the range from the 22nd
previous
to the current high of the week. The equilibrium rests inside of that new week opening gap.
Which is just a daily gap and new week opening gap, which is a good imbalance that I'd want to see mitigated.
I'd like to see that new week opening gap get traded to this week. So ideally, if we can put the high of the week in today.
Today's a good day.
Today'd be a really good day to put it in.
Well, it
and
wouldn't
then
make sense to put it tomorrow.
Look to trade lower for the rest of the week. Trade Thursday, Friday lower to the weekly opening price.
I guess we could do, while we're rating, I guess we could do a review of the AM session. Really choppy. Didn't really like it.
There's a review.
What I was looking at, what I was looking at in the morning, right? We had the London low, SMT, ES took it. Then we rallied, fell short of London's high with the drop lower on open. I was expecting that to be a false move. We had this 15-minute bearish imbalance kind of at 8:30. Then once we saw it get inverse, I was looking at longs, didn't take anything. And then we rallied and took out London high there on both ES and Q. 10 a.m. reversed, right? If I pull up the 4-hour candle, we see that the previous 4-hour candle, 10 a.m., open, took the high of the previous candle, then sold off lower to that hourly fair value gap. Not quite in discount of any range. It's still a premium hourly gap. So now we kind of have this, if you will, a reaccumulation for shorts. So you're not really accumulating, but a consolidation before we distribute lower. So that is what I'm looking for. I mean, if we look at this hourly candle, so far it's opened, manipulated, and trying to see if we can get this down movement here. Just going to sit on the 5-minute. You guys can see it's a little clear, more clear than the 1 minute right now. There's a company that's making home robots. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
You haven't seen it on like Twitter or anything?
No.
Okay. We also, at the end of the day, have earnings for Microsoft, Apple, and Meta. I think I'm right with that. Already. Woohoo, wow. It's quick, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We need some, maybe making some moves too. I don't really trust that though. Everybody is live for FOMC, all the traders. I think people watched this morning session, but I don't think anybody was trading in Q. Actually, I've been noticing people shift to gold. They're kind of giving up NQ at this all-time high territory. Really hard to trade. At least gold's back within a range of sorts. NQ, the only range that we have is the one that we formed from the high that took a London high to the low here. So from Asia session, we've kind of really been within this just 150 point range here. So it's not the most opportune market. One of the worst conditions for me is all-time high markets. Don't find them easy to trade. Here we go. So
All right, YM's getting a good reaction off of that 15-minute BPR.
Now, I am relatively convinced that the high that we just put in with 2 might most likely stays as the high for this 4-hour candle. But for the to really confirm that, I'd want, we got 1:20 until the 15-minute candle closes. So once I see that, I can then I'll be able to tell fully, if we're closing there. I will lean more bearish and say that this is the high. Right now we've got this open high that we've worked little bit lower. We're still printing this, obviously. But to get just that 15-minute close there, that we can get that change in state to try and look to break that SMT, try to Asia low into the imbalances, and might seem a little bit unlikely, but the daily gap. So right here we got the 50-minute close. I like that.
Yeah, YM got a really good close off that 15-minute gap. Now back in that 4-hour. There's that lower hourly on YM, which I'd like to see get traded to.
Why is it so?
Which would probably be about the time that NQ takes Asia's low. So Asia low target if a short is presented.
Oh, there's also equal lows right below Asia low. If you're on the 1 minute and you're following along, we put some equal lows in the power hour of yesterday, right at the close, 16, 4, right at 4 p.m. yesterday.
We do have another 15 minutes until the second kind of wave of events happens.
Yeah, I'm kind of just watching how we're reacting as we trade down to this wick here. I do like the idea of shorts right now. Just because I like that wick high, right? Like I was saying, with that 50-minute close, I do like that high. I don't feel we would want to trade back up in there. What I can do is mark out the consequent encroachment of this 1 minute wick and see if we're closing below that. Using this wick potentially as a bullish PD ray. You know, if we're going to hold this rally higher, why would I want to be in shorts, right? Again, we've kind of seen with a 50-minute close the structure slightly shift bearish, but it's not fully bearish. There's nothing that's saying short all-time highs, pick the top, especially against this bullish SMT. But again, I'm not going to long. It's not really fitting my bias. I just really like the high that we put in with that 10 a.m. candle. And the idea of our kind of higher time frame retracement here is real good. If we manage to close below this up candle we just formed, I'm looking at that as a potential short entry. But currently in between the two news drivers, I'd want to just either see it hesitate or run higher even. Yeah, I know a lot of people are looking at the short side of things on FOMC today. A theory that I heard from a pretty popular trader was that since it was expected that they would cut rates a little bit, it was priced into the market. It's a good theory.
Yeah, let's do a quick search. See what people are up to.
I think a lot of them are bearish. I think that's a good theory, right? It's priced into the market, so it's actually a buy the rumor, sell the news event, and you could look at it that way. We've got that massive opening range on this week, right? We have the new week opening gap and the daily imbalance, which I can again bring your attention to. Right, we got this. So I would want to see that filled, but I kind of look at the buy the rumor, sell the news thing, not with like a lot of weight. I think in any time we're pushing new highs like this, I'm marking out this range and seeing that equilibrium and these imbalances kind of overlap, and I want that filled regardless. He gets soft out.
No. There's no way.
What's that?
Remember when? Okay. So Justin was in his short, right?
Okay.
He had that 1 minute for value get marked out
The super small one.
from yeah. So it was holding it.
Yeah.
It was like just trading above it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna close it early. Right before it took like literally
Right there.
right there, like right there.
It sucks.
And then now it's put it dump. It's always the worst when you cut a trade early and then it dumps right after.
I've done that a few times, but it's kind of reminiscent of just going to break even and it running.
Oh wait, no, he got back in. We're good. He's about to print.
No. It only goes to the midpoint of the wick.
Oh, okay, I guess.
He doesn't really print.
Let's see. He entered on like the 15-second though, so he's got good risk.
If you want to know what we're doing, we're just looking at other people's live streams. Get a little bit of a consensus on other people's opinions. We don't let them influence our own, but just knowing what everybody else is thinking, gives you insight into, that exactly. Honestly, one of the more calm FOMCs, 80 points only of this range we've kind of here. Yes, looks a little worse. It has got these relatively lows. Okay. If I mark out this little small SMT, I wouldn't really mark out this one all the time because I like this high way better. It's more prominent. It's actually the higher of these highs. But for the sake of if it were to completely dump right now, I would just be using this SMT. But as long as we're holding this, up move here, then I'm expecting this high to get taken. ES has got those relatively good lows there. Once we close back below here, I'm looking at being really bearish there. I don't know. There's nothing on the long side for me here, though.
Holy shit, Justin's got 3,200 people watching him right now.
I wonder if we have no viewers. Yeah, if you tune in the live stream, make sure you put notifications on so you know when we're streaming. Or I totally forgot to call out we started the stream on my Twitter. I can do that right now.
It's not too late.
It's not too late. I said I could do that right now.
I like ES. ES got the 4-hour change in state. NQ never got it.
Yes is a 4-hour change in state.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Post that. Tweet the tweet. I'm gonna X the tweet right now. What do you call it? Xing it?
Yeah.
That's fine. When you post links, they should show up, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Tune into the YouTube live stream. We're going over FMC. There we go. Boom. Definitely waiting for the second news release. It's really
This whole day's
chopped.
been chop, yeah.
So, what's this?
7 minutes to the second drop.
Actually, our buddy Tremaine was trading the shorts here. That's right when I shorted. Yeah. When Justin streams, does he still move his chart a lot?
Yeah.
Thought so. So that break-even trade we took off that 5-minute change in state, right? Look at that. Unfortunate break-even. A lot of break-evens. It just wasn't good enough risk to reward. Okay, that closed there. It wasn't good enough risk to reward at this point for me to partial anything, and I was holding it to London low. Range bound.
Oh, why is Trump listed on this thing with Powell?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's going on?
The podium's empty. It just says Trump in the title. Federal Reserve announces its latest decision on interest rates, and then it says Trump.
Hope that I have time to go to the bathroom and get back before it dumps.
Yes. Podium's empty. You got 5 minutes till Powell walks out. Says good afternoon, and then the market dumps. 200 points. Is it snowing? Oh, perfect.
Got snow. Every time I boot the live stream back up, or like switch over the tab, it always like shifts the numbers. It like spins them, counts down from like 6.
Looks gross, eh?
Oh, the gap. What? Oh, the bullish one here. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's this lady. She's telling everybody to silence their phones. Get ready for Powell.
You're That's funny. Silence the accounts.
He's getting ready here. We got less than 2 minutes. Yeah.
What are you shorting? Are you in short or long? Long. Holy, well, I can't tell you to do anything.
That's reject there. Okay.
All right, get ready, guys. Well, I mean, you got 40 seconds till he gets on.
Well, Diamond Hands is for 40 seconds here.
You're
75 right there.
no close it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I can't tell you shit. Go to break even.
At least have a stop loss somewhere.
At least have a stop loss or break even. Whoa! That's a deep stop loss.
my-
Fucking jam it to break even. Gosh.
10 points after.
You break even?
Okay, but your
Okay.
your TP was 10 points and your stop loss is like 8.
Are you holding it?
I'll just let it go. Whatever happens.
Put a TP. Put a TP at the high. Put a TP quick.
Well,
Just because it might be winky, so
Put a TP at the high.
set a TP somewhere up there. in
Quick,
case it wicks.
quick.
It might wick up there pretty quick. Just in
it
case.
should go to the fucking.
Wait, this is the fucking second release here.
So okay, so
I don't know.
Powell's washed out right away.
Where's it? Where this is break even? Is it below the candle opening?
Actually, I should drop that to the 1 minute breakdown here.
You stop loss.
Yeah.
Okay. How many contracts are you in?
Enough.
10.
3.
It's enough.
I got the live data here.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes. They muted the audio.
He's out.
He just walked out of the closet here.
Oh. Of course, look at them in the dumps.
He hasn't even said anything yet.
No. This is not
Oh,
smiling.
he's talking. He's talking now. He's
Okay.
not smiling.
He just said good afternoon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's popping in. Here we go.
Nice. That's good logic. Eh?
Yeah.
It's real funny logic.
There we go.
You took it off there?
Breaking. No, I just took
Yeah.
one off.
I heard you say I'm taking one off because he's a clown.
Yeah.
That's funny. Come on, let's see. Get something set up here.
They're lowering their
Huh?
interest by a quarter point. That should pump the market here.
Well, I've known that for
They had that in there.
I've known that for 30 minutes, but I knew that it was most likely to happen. So
Because they had a outlook, didn't they?
yes, they knew. They were pretty much knowing.
Basically, just looking for like this 15-minute order block to the downside, and then look to get short off that.
I mean, gosh, we haven't had an ounce
Oh.
of movement.
Somebody's phone just went off in the background. Powell looks.
Weak on something. Yeah.
Why are they running ads on this?
But just leave it at break even. Like go to the TP. Make sure your TP's either at.
It's at top of the wick.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I'd like for that to be taken. This is one of the least volatile FOMCs I've seen in a while. Yeah. Honestly, there's not even much to look
Shit.
at here. Oh, shit. What happened? Oh, there.
Okay, and then on the other side, yes, YM is still lower out of that 4 hour, and we have SMT at the lows. So possibilities either direction.
No.
I prefer to see lower, but
Short term, I think it's possible to rally. To take the 10 a.m. high, that's fine if it does that without me. I've got a one-sided bias here.
I'd like to see this high from the first news drop get swept and then look to see lower. It's a good high for an SMT.
I should take that off. It's gonna run higher than that.
Let it get hit. gonna feel good if it gets hit. You don't need much more than that. Well.
Whoa.
He said something. There's the drop. Equal lows taken. Look at this, boys and girls.
He didn't even say anything.
Equal lows right there.
All right. Well, there's the target taken.
Whoa, calm down. It's not the target.
So Asia's low swept. We didn't tap the 4 hour.
That was 120
Oh.
points.
There's the 4 hour.
That was 120 points. Good. So those equal lows, I guess, and Asia low, but those equal lows I had marked out got taken.
All right.
So the way I trade, there was no short for me. Within this area price, there was nothing to get on. We just traded up into that wick there. Admittedly, I wanted to see the high taken. I thought that would be quite good. That 290, the data high.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Now. That's basically just wait for retracement then continuation, I guess. Targets for lower would be previous day's low, which ES actually just took.
Mine would just be the daily gap. A good 300 points lower. Not 200 points. Yeah, I just need an excuse to get in though. No, it's not.
Yes, I mean, if we could see NQ to previous day's low and then ES into that new week opening gap, that would be sweet.
This retracement would be nice. Does happen though. It is out of the 4-hour gap, but I would pretty much discount this 4-hour gap. Expecting it to get ran.
It wasn't even a good
No.
a good short to get in on that.
There was nothing.
Okay, YM put in equal. Oh no, it took it. YM took previous as low. YM's actually traded back into the new week opening gap. Let's see.
Call this guy probably took 2,900 he made on 1 5. 1 mini. Oh shit. Printing.
It's just going off my chart. I can't even get in. I want a short to the daily gap.
4 minutes until this 50-minute candle closes. So possibly be able to look to frame a continuation off of that 50-minute candle open. If we can manipulate into the 5-minute gap and then get some sort of confirmation, I'd look to take that.
Might be the only retracement we get. Minute until the 15-minute closes. So the what's that?
All right.
There's no wick on this 239 candle here.
Yeah, 1 minute until that 5-minute gap forms.
Now I do really want to see that move into the daily gap. It's just if I can get in it or not. What I'm gonna have to take might be this.
All right. There's the 15-minute close. And the 5-minute gap has opened up.
Just about the candle then. So I would short somewhere in there. If we trade into it and then get a internal model out of it, that would be what I'd look for.
Wow.
Oh, it's like really snowing.
It's snowing, yeah. It's
Oh, okay, cool. Winter's here.
really snowing. Good thing we're moving to Hawaii.
Okay, there's the. Oh no, not quite. Not quite
that
the
was
5
it.
minute.
That was it. That was it. I tapped it. That indeed tapped it on mine.
It did?
I couldn't have said it more
Because
clear.
it did not tap it on mine. We're short.
I said it indeed tapped it. I couldn't have said it more clear though. It tapped it.
3, 2.
Yes, didn't tap. Get rid of your fake plant.
What's that?
Move your fake plant or something.
I don't know where to put it. I don't really have any other
Upside
spots.
down. No rules against putting it.
Maybe get some of the stuffiness out of here, right?
What's right here? You should open the window and get some fresh air. Well, would need to see something with a little bit conviction.
The other thing is if we consolidate here and we don't really go anywhere, the 11 o'clock hourly candle and the 50-minute gap would be kind of what I'd look to trade. If we don't immediately reverse out of this 50-minute.
5 minute?
5-minute, yeah.
Oh, because you're on MNQ. That's why it hasn't been tapped yet. Yeah. So I'd like to think that it goes higher one more time. It's also right here, so. It did go higher one more time. Actually tapping into it on MNQ there. So it's taking it on MNQ now. I'm looking for an excuse to get in shorts. That's kind of, or I guess I could say my model too. An excuse or my model. My model is the excuse to get in shorts. I just want something with decent risk. So if we could pull back into this 1 minute imbalance up here, right? We're looking at the range, instead of premium, so that'd be good too. And then to have some sort of continuation. But I'm also watching just because we have the 5 minute gap traded to already. If we just keep going lower, right? That's my continuation model. Not as good, right? But
We did barely trade into it. We like ticked it. We went, well, yeah, one tick inside of the 5-minute gap.
mine went 5 points. Screw it. Where did my drawings go? All of my drawings disappeared. Okay. If I'm getting in, I'm holding it to the freaking new week opening gap. But this move higher would be real nice here. I want the. Now, okay, let's flip the script. Let's try and look for longs here. Let's see what happens. What do you look when you look for longs? What are you looking at? Okay, well, you have the 4-hour gap, right? We're in that. You have equal highs. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I wouldn't be long here. That's just,
you've got the massive bearish imbalance to go against. I'm saying to reinforce our bearish bias, try and be bullish, right? Look at it from that perspective.
the only way I'd flip bullish is if that 5-minute gap gets inversed.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's a pretty heavy feat.
But now we know, because I said flip your bias so that you understand how hard it is to be bullish. Now you can be bearish with more conviction.
So we do have 10 minutes until the next hour. So yeah, if we just kind of chill here.
Could we maybe chill a little bit more premium? That'd be nice.
When does this 3-minute close? 3-minute closes in a minute and a half. Would have a good 3-minute order block to take if we do get the continuation lower.
I want to form a fair value gap, bullish fair value gap as we go up into the thing. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we trade to this 1 minute. Oh no, we didn't quite get it. Almost traded to that 1 minute gap, but we did get to the equilibrium. Now it's just a little bit deeper in the 5 minute, but leaving those highs that close.
Do we trade into that 1 minute gap?
Almost.
Almost?
I was just saying. Oh, we almost traded.
Okay. Because mine put in 78.25, 178.75. Actually, mine traded into it by a little bit.
No, so now mine didn't trade into it. So if it doesn't get into the gap on NQ, it did on MNQ.
So now that this 50-minute candle has expanded higher, 110 points, I don't really want to see it stay up here for another 10 minutes until 11. I'd like to see it flip now and get this hourly candle back, get back lower. Okay, we definitely traded into that gap now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a really large 50-minute candle, though. I don't really want to trade against that at the moment. We do have S&P previous low, so that is something to keep in mind.
So now what I'm looking for. One-minute bearish inversion. I'm gonna get in full size there if that happens.
Like that 50-minute candle pretty much engulfed that entire down move. We're going to form a 2-minute gap here. Nice 2-minute gap.
Yeah, that would be a nice inversion.
All right, 10 seconds here till this candle closes on the 2-minute. We have that 2-minute gap.
There you go. See that inversed? That would
Yeah.
be the entry, boys.
So yeah, trading into the 5-minute gap, premium 1 minute, 2-minute inversion would be decent. This hourly candle does close in 5 minutes and it does not look good, which is the other thing.
Needs to, flip quicker.
Yeah. I don't want to see it now, really. Okay. YM traded to that premium gap as well, so there's no PD or ASMT anymore, internal. And if we just inverse this this 5-minute gap, it's back to all-time highs, I guess.
Would say so. I would want that high to stay there for the 2 p.m. candle, or the 4-hour candle. Would make sense. So what I'm looking at is seeing this, get that 2-minute inversion, which I should mark out as a 2-minute inversion, and then go lower. There, get in that thing. That would be the trade there. I also have a 2-minute order block, bearish order block that we would just form. And sorry, that's a little bit aggressive. We'd be looking at the just trading it to the daily gap there. Or did it trade down into that 2-minute? We traded into that 2-minute right there. It's not an inverse fair value gap yet. I should remove that. It's a fair value gap. We actually traded into that 2-minute.
Oh, and then pumped off it.
Well, we traded to it twice actually. We traded to it when it formed. Pretty much. We traded to it right here. So all I'm looking for is the run to the daily imbalance here. That is my higher time frame draw.
Minute 30 till hourly candle closes.
I mean, it would inverse this. I'd hope it inverse the bullish hourly gap, but that's pretty much irrelevant now that we've traded down through those lows anyway. I would just want it to close a little bit closer to the low. Only minute 30 though. Tells you something. It's telling me it's most likely not going to.
Yeah, that is a gross hourly candle. Did trade up into that 15-minute order block though, so I wouldn't want to see any higher than that. All right, so here's the new hourly candle. If we're gonna see lower, I think it would just be pretty much just a sweep of this previous high here that we put in a couple minutes ago, and then go lower. If we start displacing through that high, then it's not ideal, because if we want to engulf that entire up move we just had, we need to see a shallow wick so that we can get the expansion. I would like to see SMT there though, if we can. Preferably ES or YM takes a high and Q stays below it. then get that 2-minute inversion, that'd be a trade I'd consider taking.
So pull the hourly up here. Right. We have this hourly close, hourly inversion here, but it has taken all these lows and traded down to this deep discount. So I want to see a little bit of this wick engulfed here. 15-minute, we have that opposing run. So to close back through that 15-minute candle is extremely bearish. If we can get that done.
We do have a 5-minute gap that just formed as well.
So bullish gap could be inversed. A tibby.
I really would like if we could manipulate the 255 high on
Down.
one of the assets.
Oh, 255. Well, you know, if it makes it very clear that it wants to go, it's going to go, right? Like if the 5-minute just instantly goes lower, right? You're looking at that as something that's pretty confluential. So the 2-minute, it's a minute till it gets closed. Does it get the 2-minute inverse here? That's the odds are low that it gets it, I think. Ooh. It's working. It's working its way. Oh. Oh. Okay. No, okay. Get your fingers ready. Heat them up a little bit. Size it. Okay, there's the entry.
I'm not in this yet.
What happened? Order didn't get filled?
Hmm?
The order didn't get filled on the 2-minute inverse?
Yours didn't.
Yours didn't?
Oh no, I just said I'm not in yet.
Oh.
Wait, this was 5-minute.
Oh, yeah. Hmm. So, simply put break even at this low. And expecting it to get worked through. There's the 5-minute inversion right there. So he actually didn't get in this. I'm in it. What he was looking for is
Waiting for this high at.
the high to get taken. So
the
he wants me to
S&P.
get stopped at before he gets in.
Well, no, I don't
use me as
expect-
liquidity.
I don't expect NQ to take it because NQ got the deeper retracement and higher time frame is more bullish. So I'd prefer to see it.
Bearish, you mean?
No, higher time frame, it's more bullish than the other two.
So you'd want it.
So I want to see it
Oh.
be weaker and not take the high.
Well, if it's more bullish, it would logically take the high.
Yeah, but for shorts, you don't want to see it take the high. You'd want to see ES or YM take the high
Yeah.
and then offer the short.
So did it put it in there? Hold on. It almost put it in. Let's see here. Pretty much count it. Pretty much count it. ES got to the tick with that high there. So I'm just waiting for one of two things to happen. Either we engulf this, or we take the high. And then I've got further opinion. Yes, put these equal highs in, which it does a lot, even before it reverses. So watching that. And then obviously I'd want to see us work down back through that 2-minute fair value up there. So pretty much from that 5-minute inversion, we instantly engulfed it and got a bullish 5-minute change in state, right? So even I'll admit that that is not bearish looking. The key word there is looking. Just like it looked bearish at the close, it could flip back bearish. Okay. Stop loss is still at this high here.
Getting close. They're all kind of the same distance away, which
I don't think we're putting SMT in there.
it,
I think we're taking the high if we go up there.
well, ES is pretty close. ES is equal highs as well. So if ES can quickly just take those and get the reversal, if we reverse off the SMT, would confirm the continuation. I'd take the 5-minute order block.
So you should be longing.
No, short for the continuation.
Well, we got a 5-minute bullish order block. So not the movement I wanted to see on this hourly candle, right? What we did was go right to the constant encroachment of the previous hourly wick, which I'll mark out. That's that right there. That's the constant encroachment. So we went right to that constant encroachment, reacted off of it. Looks very bullish, right? So technically there's S&T now. There's your S&T. You wanted it. There it is.
And I'm focused on that 15-minute gap on ES and YM.
I'm right. This should be the high. Should be the highest we tried here, if I'm right. And it is bearish. I don't think it would go higher. So to trade back into this more low resistance area, work down into the imbalances, which are the daily gap and everything below it or in it. But I want to see it pick up speed. It's been sharing the same price for too long. Might be sitting here till the end of the day. So it's too slow.
Apparently, there's those AWS outages again.
On what? Oh, reported outages.
Yeah.
What are they on?
I don't know.
Top Step's not out, so we're good.
What's gold been doing here?
Down.
Yep.
So working our way back into those bullish PDRs. See if we can get through them, which would indicate bearish, right? ES is weaker than NQ currently. I would want NQ closing back below that 2 minute, but speeding up here because I'm leaving the consolidation there. I would pretty much call this all consolidation, all box. So very fairly bullish reaction off of that. There's a stop loss right there. Oh, SMT. Oh. Wonder if that's the SMT of the soup SMT. So, still looking to trade, you would watch this manipulation off the SMT, see if it delivers lower here. Then there can be your entry. But since it's been so slow to deliver lower, I don't think I'll be taking anything to the short side here. Unless it gets this inverse really quick.
Yeah, so now we have SMT with the 50-minute high.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see that low that we just put in get displaced through with a gap, and then that could be a place to add for the shorts.
Okay, so shorts are off the table for me. I'm gonna probably end the live stream here. I'm not looking for anything to the upside. Let's let it run at the all-time highs if it wants to, which is this 10 a.m. high here. It's a fun FOMC. Took that one loss, but no biggie. It was a 100-point loss. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a 1 micro, so it wasn't definitely big. All right, well, we will. Are we live streaming tomorrow? I think we're live streaming tomorrow. Thursday.
Yeah, the PA should be clear.
It should be good tomorrow. We'll do tomorrow Friday, I think. But yeah, that was the FOMC session. It was actually one of the worst FOMC sessions I've watched. Didn't have any movement really. It was really back and forth. The only move it had was 2 candles, pretty much. So yeah. See you guys tomorrow.